What up, my guys? Welcome to another show. It's your boy Jay Money. I'm your host. That's my guy Junior Browne. We're here to break down these NBA games, my guys. We're gonna recap yesterday. Had a damn good day yesterday, man. Let's look to keep it going, my guys. Like I say, somewhat strong card here on Saturday. Some nice spots here, Junior. What's up with you, my guy? Everything good? Go good with you yesterday?
Yeah, I should have went 4-0. Ended up going 3-1. I don't know if you saw what happened in the first quarter of that Clippers game, back-to-back threes. They were up 8 points. It was looking lovely. But that's part of this game, right? 3-1 is better than 1-3 or 0-4. So I'll take it. Picks been coming through these days. I wish Blackjack was here because he's been hot as fish grease. You've been hot. Hopefully just keep, giving the people that support the show, which we thank and appreciate, picks that they could cash on, you know what I mean? But like I always say, peaks and valleys. It could go wrong at any minute. So don't get too gassed. Just keep learning, keep studying, hopefully keep cashing. Let's do it.
Exactly. Let's do it, man. Got to stay focused. No matter even if you win, you still got to stay focused the next day because you're not trying to give any of your money back. So, and it's kind of crazy because I had hopped on that one earlier with you, Junior. That I was on it already before the show. I had the first quarter Clippers -2. It was a little bit juice, so I ended up getting a tie on that one, and I cashed the first half. But I'm with you. That one they should have cashed it. It should have been up by 3 to 4 points at the end of that first quarter. So I know it went up to 2.5. So that's pretty tough there. The tie even pissed me off, man. But the Pacers, they end up going down versus the Celtics. Celtics get it done 118-112. They finally get over the hump there. The Rockets, they end up going down. They rested Siakam, didn't have 6 coaches out there. Raptors still smack them up by 11, 122-111. The Rockets have lost 10 straight games now. So that's just something interesting to see. Silas seemed like he's too soft-spoken over there, my guys. OKC outlast the Hawks over there in the win that one 118-109. First game of a back-to-back. They did it without Horford over there. Smacked the shit out of the Hawks over there. So they was favored by 5. Hawks are frauds, guys. They are frauds. The Kings end up getting it. Man, I want to see Luke Walton get, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, everything's set up perfectly. To be honest with you, we'll talk about it. I got a real nice play tomorrow. Everything sets up perfectly. I'm glad that the Kings actually did win that game, and Walton is still in the coach. So, well, for now, 110-107. The Kings end up outlasting the Pistons. They still trash though. They was up 27-11 in the first quarter. Should have won the game by 20 points going away. Pistons actually took the lead in the fourth quarter. It was a close game down the stretch. Kings are terrible to me, man. I'm sorry, but they had to beat the Pistons there. Suns outlast the Bulls there. That was a tough one. They outscored them boys 32-16 to come back and cover. If you had the Bulls, it's a pretty tough beat there. They were up double digits damn near the whole game. End up losing 106-97. Game went way under. The Jazz go down to the Heat, guys. We saw it first game over there on the East Coast. The only thing that Heat didn't cash was the first quarter. They ended up cashing the first half and the full game even outright. Clippers smacked the shit out of the Grizzlies there. My guy had the trifecta, went 2-1 there. I went a little 1-1 unofficial. Blazers went down versus the Lakers there. Lakers get the cover 102-93. Dame Lillard really couldn't get anything going. They start blitzing him in the third, fourth quarter. Couldn't get anything. Warriors cash my play with the Warriors, man. -6.5. This little tiger over here. Get him from the little tiger over here, guys. The little lion. He over here again. He gonna give us a pick again today, man. He say the Warriors gonna cash yesterday. Steph Curry going off. He even hopped up on here on the computer, Junior, at one point. But this guy crazy, man. But let's get to today's games, man. We got the Cavs versus 76ers here, Junior. Sixers opened up at 10.5 up to 11. Now total opened up at 223.5 down to 222. You have any look on this game, my guy?
Yeah, I went pretty heavy. It's an official pick. I went super heavy on the Sixers first half -6.5. As hot as the Utah Jazz have been, the Sixers have actually been the number 1 first half team in the NBA. Their net rating is something crazy, like 14, 15 points better than their opposition per 100 possessions, which is an insane number. The reason why they haven't had the success the Jazz have had is because in the second half they played like shit for the most part. But it's kind of understandable because they're building up big leads and then getting kind of complacent in the second half. So, and if you want to take a wild guess who's been the worst first half team in the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers would be the correct answer. So, on top of all of that, the Sixers have been beasts at home. You mentioned you're not a fan, but you're a man with common sense. You don't like Ben Simmons, but you see what's going on against Dallas. He was playing bully ball out there. He was knocking dudes over, dunking, finding guys. If he plays with that kind of mentality, that raises the Sixers' ceiling to a whole different level. So I can't be in the business of fading the Sixers at home. The double-digit spread with a team like that Philadelphia that can struggle to score kind of scares me, especially with their bad second halves this month. But in the first half, they've been absolute monsters. We know what's going on with Cleveland. Who they beat? They have 2 wins in a row, Cleveland, right?
Yeah. The Cavs have won back-to-back games. They hadn't played in a couple of days, but they're still pretty terrible in my opinion.
I bring that up because I talk about quality of wins and quality of losses. They have 2 wins in a row, but who did they beat? They beat the bum-ass Hawks, and they beat the only team that's probably worse than them right now, the Houston Rockets. Mm-hmm. Now you're taking a massive leap up in not in competition, but in just quality of the team you're playing. I see the 76ers coming out and just stomping all over these boys in the first half. So that's my official pick, Sixers. I hate the number, by the way. 6.5 is a number that pisses me off because it's over 2 possessions, but I really believe in Philly in the first half and what they're doing, and I definitely believe in fading the Cavaliers until further notice.
Yeah, and really Ben Simmons, why I have to give him his credit, it really wasn't even that one game. It's really like the past 3 or 4 games. He's really, you know what I'm saying? I guess he was like talking to somebody like for his not necessarily mental health, but just to help him with his mental game, like the mental side of his game alone. So he's really, you know what I'm saying, going to just driving to the doing what he's supposed to. So the past really like 4 games, I really seen Simmons do what he's supposed to do. And that was the thing that pissed me off about him before. He really was like had no place out there. Now he's, you know what I'm saying, doing exactly what he's supposed to. If you're that big of a point guard, you have to show your size out there, man. So that's what he's really doing. That's a nice pick there. They're 76 on the first half. I mean, they won. They're 4-5 at their last 4. They won 4 of their last 5 games, covered their last 2 against really good opponents. So here's a huge step down in competition. As long as the 76ers don't overlook them here, Junior, I definitely see you getting the cash with that one. They should come out here and smack the shit out of the Cavs, get this one over in the first half, and then possibly we've seen teams kind of coast in the second half. So this is one where I definitely think you're on the right track with that one, Junior. That's definitely the only way that I would look in this game. Sixers to come out there and smack them boys up pretty early and then coast in that second half. So that's a damn good play by you, Junior. Any thoughts on the total? You think that you know how the 76ers defense has been? You think they turn up here defensively? The Cavs defense has been pretty much terrible, though. It's kind of a tale of 2 teams here. What do you think about this, the total? Any looks?
I don't have a look, but my lean would be towards the under, just because Philadelphia, under Doc Rivers, has really just embraced who they are. They're not ever going to be offensive firepower. They're not going to be a team with a lot of offensive firepower. As a matter of fact, if you watch Philly games, this is no hate. So if you're a Philly fan, relax yourself. I'm just saying, it's like Jay Money says all the time, I hate watching the Raptors. I don't get offended by that. That's his business. Watching 76ers is pretty boring because, Joel Embiid's going to shoot like 12 free throws a game. The game is start, stop. Their offense doesn't really have that much flow. It works for them, but it's kind of boring to watch. I can see a situation where they come out, they put the clamps on Cleveland in the first half and kind of coast in the second half. I would kind of lean towards the under, but I don't have a look on this total at all.
Exactly, and it looks like Tobias Harris is out in this game as well. Look like he's going to be out in this game. That definitely possibly helps the under here. We know that the Cavs, so the last couple of games, the reason why they did win those games, they started back to playing defense. Like I said, it was against the Rockets and it was against the Hawks. But still, when they these last couple of games, when they seem like to get tired of losing, Jared Allen, you know what I'm saying, Colin Sexton's guys like that, they really start to turn up on defensive end. So I would lean to the under in here. And that Sixers first half, I could definitely see it being Smack City here. Cavs taking a huge step up in competition here, my guys. Let's get to the next game, Junior. We got the Timberwolves versus the Wizards. Wizards been on fire, bro. This is the first game back at their road trip. The Timberwolves, they have lost both games since they got the new coach. They did go to overtime with Chicago. Beasley will be out for 12 games. He's been damn near their second best player. Last couple games, he's been the highest scorer. He could take a hit here. What you thinking in this game? Is Wizards here? Is the Wizards to play here?
Kind of has to be, doesn't it? I mean, because people might underestimate the loss of Beasley out here threatening people with shotguns. First of all, how do you only get 12 games for threatening people with a shotgun, bro? That's it. I mean, I'm not trying to say that I want people to be suspended for more, but it's just kind of like that's wild to me that he only got 12 games.
he got the other ramification. It was from the Justice Department, so he's gonna have to like go. He's gonna do like that weekend thing where I think with KCP did, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's going to. I think he has like some type of home arrest. So I had to look into it, but I'm with you. So they came out and announced it pretty late because they had already came with the decision. So what surprised me was that they announced it now. They let like a month go on and then they did the 12 games. So, but I don't know. It's kind of a short season. You can't take them out too many games. I don't think it was too bad.
I mean, listen, I don't. I'm never gonna I don't want to see no black man lose his money. So I'm not trying to say they should suspend him more, but It seems kind of wild. Like you're setting a precedent so that basically, what does someone have to do to get more than 12 games?
You got to beat your girlfriend or something up, man.
Like,
probably, man. Yeah.
NFL, they just let that shit slide. But anyways, in terms of this game, Malik Beasley, the way he's been balling this season, he's way too important to that squad for you to take them out and them not suffer. So I just think that no Beasley means more minutes for lesser guys, which could play to the hands of the Wizards, obviously, who all of a sudden play defense. You're missing Beasley, who's gonna go head to head with Bradley Beal. Now you don't have that matchup. I think it just kind of throws things out of whack. I really wish this number was at one position at 3. Then I would definitely be all over the Wizards. I'm still not comfortable laying points with the Wizards yet. I'm sorry to say that. I can never look at a Wizards game and be like, oh, I'm laying points. Cool. Like, nah, it's not cool. They're still the Wizards, bro. They're still the Wizards. Yo, Blackjack from the top rope.
What's up, guys?
What up, Blackjack? We're talking about this Timberwolves Wizards game, right?
Yeah, well, please, dude, let's get your input, Blackjack. What do you think? Timberwolves, Wizards. What's your lead? My God.
You couldn't have left me like in the green room for Wizards Timberwolves? You had to bring me in for this one?
No, we need a professional's point of view. So what's good?
I'm not betting the Wizards and Timberwolves. There's no chance in hell. Junior, I'm in your neck of the woods at Gulfstream Park. We got big time races today, brother. I'm not betting the Wizards and Timberwolves.
Yeah, he's trying to make some money with them horses, man. Just real quick, I looked at this game real strongly last night. I can't tell you I wanted to take the Wizards here. I know that Beasley's out. I know that's going to hurt the Timberwolves, but I'm going to go with a different angle here. I'm going to go with Karl-Anthony Towns points over 28.5. I really think his usage with this new coach has went up anyway. They know that he's the best player. They got to get him in the post more. Over the past couple games, I've really seen his usage go up. Now without Beasley scoring 20 to 25 points out there, Karl-Anthony Towns really has to go for 30 here just for them to stay in the game, in my opinion. So I don't want to bet the Timberwolves here, even though I think it's a Timberwolves spot. They are missing Beasley. They've lost 6 straight games. So you got the Wizards here in the spot where I never really would like to take a team. Even though I did take the Warriors last night, first game back off a road trip. That was a revenge spot here. In theory, the revenge spots for the Timberwolves. The Wizards already beat them without Cat and Russell, if I'm not mistaken, or that no, it was without Cal. But still, Washington this is the first game back at the house off that 4-game West Coast road trip where they went 3-1 and balled out really. Now it's the first game of a back-to-back. You got the Celtics tomorrow where you go back on the road. So to be honest with you, when I'm looking at last night, I didn't even look that it was the first game of the back-to-back. It just makes it even more of a terrible spot, a huge game versus the Celtics tomorrow. I could possibly see the Timberwolves taking this one, but instead I'm going to go with Karl-Anthony Towns over the 28.5 points to ball out. Whether they lose or not, I like for him to have a huge game. He's going up against Wagner, Hachimura. Hachimura is really playing defense, but Hachimura is really going to guard like the 4. I think it's going to be mainly Wagner on Karl-Anthony Towns. Give me that over 28.5 for Karl-Anthony Towns to go bonkers tonight over there in Washington, my guys. Let's get to the next game, man. Now, this is an intriguing game, Blackjack. This Pacers versus Knicks game. You got to play on. This is a real nice one here. What we liking in this game?
I got to play here. I'm taking the New York Knicks again. I'm not getting off this train just yet, my friend. The Knicks, listen, I get the Pacers were a playoff team, right? But here's the thing. The Knicks' defense has been excellent, but the strength of their defense is that interior defense. The Pacers don't have enough shooting to exploit the Knicks' iffiness, I'll call it, on the perimeter defensively. I like the Knicks here in this game against Indiana. I've been betting the Knicks far more than I ever thought I would this season, but the team is playing hard. They come out and fight every night, and I think their defense is going to make life tough on Sabonis tonight. I'm going to go with the Knicks plus the 1.5.
Got you. Got Junior. What you think? Hey, I mean, the Knicks have been playing much better basketball here. It's just that the Pacers are the more rested team, even though they are coming off a back-to-back. Only 3 games. It's only their 3rd game in the last 10 days. Junior, what you think about this game? This Knicks spot at the house.
That's my lean. I'm sorry, I'm just looking over here because I'm trying to see the last time the Knicks played the Pacers. What happened? They're 1-1 on the season because I feel
106, 102. My guy, Knicks won.
Yeah, I feel like in my mind the Pacers are just a bad matchup for the Knicks. I'm just trying to find evidence of that. Like the one team that the Sabonis Miles Turner combo could give problems to is this Knicks team. Listen, I watched the Knicks last game, and the reason that I lean towards them with Blackjack is Emmanuel Quickly has been the 2nd best rookie in the NBA behind LaMelo Ball, if people are not paying attention.
Third best. I'm sorry. I can't let you get away with that. Halliburton, number 2, my guy. I'm sorry. I can't.
Who you got number 2? Wiseman?
Halliburton, my guy. I have to.
You're right.
Don't forget about him.
You're right. But right now, Emmanuel Quickly is he's balling right now.
Yeah.
Floater. Derrick Rose looks pretty good. Derrick Rose came out last game. He went 7 for 7. He's playing under control. He's got a little bit of a groove. Like you mentioned, Austin Rivers, he's got him chilling. Sometimes he plays, sometimes he doesn't. The Knicks, slowly but surely, got something going on. So I wouldn't step in front of the Knicks because the Pacers are still pretty inconsistent. I think I might just probably in-play this game while I just watch and try to get for it. I just don't have a feel for it pregame, so I'm off of it now.
This is a damn good in-play game for the simple fact that where the spread is. I mean, you could probably catch either team at plus money. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed. I mean, obviously one team could come out and really be up on the other one out of the gate, but at a spread of +1, +1.5, they're expecting it to be a back and forth game. Whatever team goes up with by 4 or 5 points, like in the second quarter, you're going to be able to get the opposite team at +1. I mean, at least +105, +110 throughout the game. So this is one. If you did want to go to in-play, I'm sure you get a nice plus price on whichever team you would like to bet. They expect it to be a close game down to the state. So we got the Pacers here. They're 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games on a back-to-back. They are, like I say, in this particular game. So we look at it last time. The last time these two teams played early this year, if I'm not mistaken, Indiana did have Victor Oladipo. So, but obviously they had Mitchell Robinson and Elfrid Payton as well. So to be honest with you, this is one game where I do think that the Knicks, could possibly miss Payton and Mitchell Robinson here. You definitely gonna miss Robinson up against Turner and Sabonis with that 2 tandem right there. But Payton, their starting point guard, is really gonna be tough because going up against Brogdon and those Holiday brothers. Knicks are the deeper team. They do have the better bench here, in my opinion. But the Pacers, I do think that this is a game that they're really going to be coming for. This is the first game of back-to-back for the Knicks. I just feel like the Pacers need this game more. They want the game more. It's not an official play for me. I hadn't even taken it yet. But if I'm taking this or if I'm taking some in play, I do think that the Pacers will possibly try and get this. I just feel like they need it more than the Knicks right now, even though the Knicks are playing a lot better. We can't forget the Pacers hadn't played a few games in a while, coming off a couple of straight losses, a loss versus Celtics last night. I kind of feel like they'll get this one, guys, but I'm not making it an official play, especially right now, my guys. It's up to 1.5. Heavy lean to the pace for me. Let's get to the next one, guys. We got the Jazz versus the Magic here. Jazz coming off their loss last night versus the Heat. Now, do they come back and smash the shit out of the Magic here like that?
You know it. They are going to obliterate the Orlando Magic. They're going to win this game by at least 16 points. I'm laying the 10.5 with Utah all day long. First game of the road trip in Miami. Listen, we've all made some mistakes in Miami. I get it, right? It happens. You get in the first night in Miami, you go a little nuts. Now you're going to Orlando. You know what? Orlando versus Miami, very different worlds. The Jazz will be focused. The Jazz will dominate. The Jazz will roll tonight. Lay the 10.5. Don't even think about it.
Got you. My guy say Jazz easy smash spot over there. Hey, I couldn't talk, especially off that loss. It's a back-to-back. The Magic, man. I don't know what to say about them right now, Junior. What you think about the Magic plus 10.5 home dog tonight?
It's kind of funny. Blackjack just reminded me of the first time I ever went to Orlando, and I was trying to go to the club, and I was like, "Yo, where's downtown?" And they were like, "Downtown Orlando? What's that?" Like, what are you talking about?
You don't want to go there.
Yeah. So, anyways, Blackjack kind of has a point there, but this is actually an official play. I mentioned that the Philadelphia 76ers have been the best first half team in the NBA in the month of February. I'll let you take a wild guess who's number 2. That would be the Utah Jazz, sir. I'm all over the Jazz revenge game, Jay. Call it whatever you want. I think they come back out, and they know better than anyone that last year, I mentioned this a couple times before, last year they went on a couple big winning streaks just to follow those up with pretty big losing streaks. Right now they have a chance to put a little bit of distance between themselves and the rest of the chasing pack in the West, who are always going to be on their heels. They're never going to have a significant lead over the rest. If they can put themselves in a position to be a number 1 or number 2 seed, headed into the playoffs, they have to lock that down. These are the type of games they got to win. I don't see the Jazz overlooking this game. I think they're going to be coming out pissed off and looking to set the tone in the first half with their defense. And Orlando struggles to score even on a good day. So I'm all the way on this with Blackjack. Utah -6.5 first half official play.
Yeah, you said something there. Magic already struggled to score. Now they're going up against this team that can hit a barrage of threes at one time, and they play really good defense. I don't have a play on this guy. I mean, I couldn't talk neither one of you guys off the Jazz here. This is the one that I'm staying away from, my guy. So Jazz first half by my guy Junior, full game by my guy Blackjack, man. Hope you guys catch their Jazz today. Bounce back spot in theory. They should come out here and smack the shit out them boys by 20, my guys. Let's get to the next one, man. We got the Pelicans versus the Spurs here. A lot of injuries for the Spurs. This is their second game coming off the little COVID, they're still missing 4 or 5 players. I do think they still will get DeRozan. So let me see. DeRozan is probable today. So it looks like DeRozan is coming back today. Obviously, he was playing with his death of his father, whatever. Home dog here at the house, facing the Pelicans team, coming off the loss versus the Bucks here. What do you think about this game, Junior?
The Bucks are starting to get it together, aren't they? Am I missing something? They've won 4 games in a row by pretty damn big margins. So,
well, now they only beat the Pelicans by 4. The Pelicans only lost to them by 4, so they.
No, I know, but I'm just saying they've been winning by margin. Now that Pelicans game, actually, I will talk about the Pelicans in a little bit, but I actually really don't have a look on this game, to be honest. It's another one of those probably going to take it in play. I really didn't even take time to break it down, so I'm not going to lie to anybody watching this and act like I have a real opinion on it. I just really don't. I'm going to watch it. If I can get a better number in play, I'm going to be on that, but I'm off of it for now.
What you got, Blackjack? Any look in this Pelicans versus Spurs spot?
I'm going to pass on this one, brother. I wanted to take the Pelicans here, and I was that close to pulling the trigger, but DeRozan – it changes things for me enough that I'm not going to do it. I don't trust New Orleans fully yet to be a road favorite. I just don't. So I'm going to wait and see how this goes a little longer. But this was close to me. I lean Pelicans, but I'm not pulling the trigger on it.
Jay,
go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say, because I don't want to seem like I don't care about this game. The reason that I didn't really look at the game is because I'm actually more interested in the Zion Williamson prop. What I saw from Zion in that game against Milwaukee, where he took like 26 shots, and Gundy seems like he's kind of figured out how to use Zion. Like, we're seeing a little bit, I'm not going to call it point guard play, but it's a little point Zion play. He kind of figured out, if I could get Zion in motion with a little bit of head of steam, nobody in the league could stay in front of him, bro. There was a play the other day, they were playing against Portland. My guy blew by Robert Covington like he was a scat.
Yeah,
best defenders in the league, got to the rim. And when he got to the rim, I don't remember who it was, but homeboy at the rim wanted no parts of Zion when he cocked it back and flushed that shit. So Zion is playing on a whole other level right now. I'm very much interested in every single Zion Williamson prop that's available.
Yeah, and who's going to stop him on the Spurs? If it was somebody that's going to have him, it was going to be Keldon Johnson. He's still out. So that was one of those where you're really going to miss him. The thing here with the Pelicans, which team you're going to get on the road? They had a 4-game road streak. They had a 4-game road trip or whatever, went 1-3. The only thing they did smack the shit out of the Grizzlies, but they lost to the Pistons, they lost to the Mavs, and then they lost to the Bulls, which those are a couple of good teams, but still, man, they didn't really show a whole lot of fight in those games. If it's me here, this line was at 4, it came back down to 2.5 because the LaMarcus Aldridge is questionable and DeRozan's coming back today, but they're still missing 4 of the players. Still missing Derek White, Vassell, Keldon Johnson, who, like I said, you really need him. So, Junior, you're on to something with that one in here with Zion having to go off. Keldon Johnson will be the prime defender, and he actually probably did a good job on him. Him not being in here, I mean, you got Jakob Poeltl, maybe LaMarcus Aldridge. They just don't have really a lot of bigs already. Now you got to mess with Steven Adams and Zion. Yeah, it's Pelicans or nothing for me. It went down to 2.5. I actually like the Pelicans here. I hadn't betted yet, but it would be the Pelicans minus 2.5 for sure if I was betting this game. I know that the Spurs played a good game, the last game versus OKC. They did lose that game, but still, man, they're just missing too many bodies right now. They're our home dog. I know they're always going to fight, but the Pelicans right now, even with full strength, in my opinion, I think they are a better team than the Spurs. So it'd just be interesting to see if the Spurs can kind of play spoiler here today. It's hard for me not to see the Pelicans winning this one by 3 or more, my guys. We got 2 more games. We got the Nuggets versus OKC, guys. Well, I mean, shit, Jamal Murray them took a lot of heat, man, over their last shot over there versus the Wizards. He posted on Twitter different angles. Hey, look, it wasn't me. It's their fault, bro. He couldn't make the shot. But did the Nuggets come back with a vengeance today, Blackjack? They laying 7 on the road versus OKC.
I think the Nuggets probably win here, but it's too many points for me to lay against the Thunder team that plays good defense that's going to hang in this thing probably. And the Nuggets defense will make it easier for for OKC to get their points on the board. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. The 5th race is going on right now. It's a big one. No, this game is a pass for me. I think Denver gets the win, but I'm not going to lay the points. And I don't love Oklahoma City here either. Pass.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Junior. What you think about this? And is that 7 too much? Do you think the Nuggets really come out here and smash after how that last game ended?
No, I don't. I actually would still take the points with OKC just because of what we said yesterday. Like, OKC's still going to play hard. They're a different team at home. I see, as usual, people complaining about us passing games. You 2 dudes like Chugsy. Let's see. Pro decisions. There's an idea. And my decision is I'm going to stay off this game. I don't see an advantage. If I had to play, you gave me a free play. OKC because it's a free play. But with my arm with money, this game is not seeing me because I don't have an angle. I don't see an advantage. Denver plays down to their competition. They've not played up to par so far this season, as far as I'm concerned, and their record kind of shows it. So why am I laying 3 possessions on the road with this team when I don't really know what kind of effort they're going to give me? So it's a pass for me.
Exactly. Well, I can't say in theory here the Nuggets, after the way the last game ended, I can't say I do think they'll come in here and bring effort. OKC is kind of one of those teams where they are actually better on the road. At the house, they're really not that good, even though they're coming off a couple of wins at the house. In my opinion, this would be a nice little fade spot for OKC. Horford didn't play last night. He's going to play tonight, but they're still missing Diallo out there. I mean, Diallo's going to he may take a hit for them, like off the bench. He was one of those guys come off the bench, like somewhere like their 6th man. They still got Maladon, still got SGA. We'll have Horford in this one, but like I say, my thing here is if the Nuggets come in pissed off after how they lost the last game, we know Murray, he passed it off. They probably should have went to the hole, whatever, with 2 seconds left. So only thing Junior's saying, I mean, if we like a play, we'll let you guys know, man. But we definitely won't say we're forcing money on someone, forcing a play, and then it loses. You guys be all pissed. So I know what I do. I'll tell you, hey, look, this is what I'll play. It's Nuggets or nothing for me. I would lay this 7. It is high. I do think it's high for a reason. I mean, they were laying 11.5 at the house, so it's not super high. They're just supposed to be 7 points better than them. OKC won 2 straight home games, but if the Nuggets come here and play their game, they should be able to win this game by double digits, even though OKC plays super hard. My guy, Junior, what, you about to say something?
The reason that I get annoyed at that type of shit is really simple. If you look at the show yesterday, most of our leans were actually right. It's not like we don't give an opinion. We give you a lean. If we lean with it, you should rock with it. Some of y'all understand that, a lot of y'all won't.
This guy here.
We don't tell you to bet shit that we don't bet. We're just being honest. You do what you want with your money. So our leans be cashing too. Go check the tape. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yep, and we just say, like I say, I don't make a play on every game. I try to get one banger a day, go 1-0. I know some people don't like it, but I mean, it is what it's worked well for me. Last 20 plays has been very profitable, so I try to get one banger a day. I hop on it, and that's what I do. Last game up, guys. The most intriguing game of the day. We got the Nets versus the Mavs here, my guys. Nets have been scorching hot. It would be tough to go against them, I must say. I do think the Mavs can keep it up with them, but it's going to be a tough one here just to see. I'll definitely be watching this game, my guys. Blackjack, what you think about this? You rolling with the Nets in their hot streak?
I think this is a play on the total. I'm going over here at 236. This is not the craziest total I've seen in a Brooklyn Nets game in the last couple of weeks. And the Mavericks, let's be honest here, Jay, your team, not a defensive stalwart, not known as an impenetrable wall of defensive pressure. I think that 236 for these two teams that both love to score. They want to play offense. They don't really have a ton of interest in defense. 236 seems like a very reasonable total here. So my play here is on the over. By the way, I got people in this chat asking me about masks. When Blackjack goes to a racetrack, he doesn't mingle with everyone else. He has private areas, okay? I got my own private pool table. I got lounge chairs.
I got my own.
I don't go out there. You don't need a mask when you're here.
My guys, I got my own private pool table. Hey, put $5 on the game real quick, Blackjack. We bet some drinks. Whoever lose got to pay for the drinks, man. Junior, what you think about this game? You like that overplay with this Nets versus this Mavs? You taking the Nets? What you think about this one? Can the Nets keep it going?
I'm going to be honest with you. This line kind of seems short to me. I haven't made it a play yet, so I'm not going to call it official. But before the game starts, I'm most likely going to be on Brooklyn. I think the way that Brooklyn's playing, they're kind of rolling right now. The only
What you going to say, Junior? Oh,
Dream frozen in place.
Now it'll probably come back. It's probably just buffering.
Hello, am I here? Because now I see Jay frozen now. Don't blame me. SBR their connection is flawed.
No, you good.
I have problems.
You good. It just pause. You good. Just pause a little bit. What was you saying?
What I was saying was I just don't. The problem or the reason I haven't made this an official play yet. Who on Brooklyn is slowing down Luka after he got locked up by Philly? You have Luka's trying to bounce back after what did he have, like 19 and 4? He kind of really struggled. His teammates were getting knocked to the ground and dunked on all types of foolishness. You have to figure the Mavs are going to bounce back in some form of fashion. They haven't been great on the road. I'm still heavily leaning Brooklyn, but it's just not an official play yet because I kind of want to crunch the numbers and see, am I taking Brooklyn full game or first half? It's going to be one of the two. I'm just kind of not sure yet. It's still early in the day, you know?
You talk about a short number. This line actually opened up at 1, like 1.5 last night. Dennis got betting up to the Nets. So the bookmakers actually think that the line should have been even shorter. They're actually giving the Mavs a ton of credit here. They will have Porzingis in this game. This is the game where I think that the Mavs could steal it. Like I say, they dropped their game versus Philly. I said that they were going to get one of those games, maybe not against Philly, but I think this one, the Nets, like I say, if they bring their championship defense the way they've been playing, they could pull this one away. They have the offense, but let's just say, I mean, the couple of teams they came back and won here at the house were the Magic and the Kings, and both of those at one point they had the lead in that game. So that's the only thing I'm saying. The Nets, they have been balling. You don't never want to bet against the streak, especially when the team is 8-0 straight up and 8-0 against the spread. Definitely hesitant at this one, but I mean, my local is giving me plus 4.5. I got a heavy lean to the Mavs here, especially with a full squad. And you don't look at it now, but they actually have been locking up on defense. The last game, Embiid was just a terrible matchup for them. Before that, they actually were playing really good defense, close game versus Boston. So this game will show me, are my Mavs back? Are they are they turning the corner? It's not about it being my Mavs because I really don't have a favorite team. That's my hometown team, but I'll bet against anybody. I'll bet on anybody. I don't have a favorite team. It's just better for me that way. But it'll definitely be Mavs. The three biggest leans for me today, guys, were Pacers, Mavs, and let me see, it was one more. Pacers, Mavs, and Pacers, Pelicans, Mavs, and Nuggets, my guys. Hadn't made a play on either one. Only official play I'm on right now is the Karl Anthony Towns over 28.5. I do think it's a fucking banger. I am going to alternate as well at 30. I want to play the points, rebounds, assists, all that shit. I think Cat is going bonkers. He has to. He's the best player by far. But what you got, Blackjack? Break him off with your official plays, my guy.
I got the Utah Jazz minus 10.5. The New York Knicks plus 1.5. Over 236. Mavericks, Nets. And bonus play here in the 14th race at Gulfstream today. Take the one horse, drain the clock.
God, hey, y'all get on there. Y'all get on that horse, man. That's what Blackjack do, Junior. What you thinking here today, man? Break them off with your official plays, my guy.
Yeah, you all better be writing down these Blackjack Tony picks. He's out here giving you bonus picks. God damn, he's professional, bro. I do not give out bonus picks. I got the Jazz first half -6.5, and I got excuse me, I got Philly first half same spread -6.5. I think both of those teams smash these boys in the first half and keep cashing us some tickets like we've been doing on this show all week.
Gotcha. Yeah, the banger that I think is going to win, and that's the only thing that matters, is the Anthony Towns points prop. I do think the points, rebound, assists will hit as well. I think it's like sitting at like 47 or something like that. But still, give me the points official 28.5. Somebody say they got 26 if they book. Man, I think Cat's going for 30 tonight. In sleep, he's going to be their best player by far. The new coach is really upping his usage rate. He knows how to get Cat in the post more. All that he's going to get to the line. Anthony Towns, they can get smacked by 20. I still like Towns to get over that, but I think it'll be a closer game. He will be the Timberwolves today, so hopefully he doesn't go out with an injury or anything, but I see him getting at least 30 points today. Let's fucking book it. Heavy leans to me. It feels full game size. This is what I'm slimming it down to, guys. Pacers, Pelicans, Nuggets, and Mavs. If I had to grade them, it would be Pacers number 1, Mavs number 2, Nuggets number 3, Pelicans number 4. If I do make one of them official, I'm sure I'm gonna make one of them. I'm pretty sure that I'll put it on Twitter, my guys. It may be the Mavs, man. It's going against the streak. I really don't want to do it, but I think this is a Mavs game, and the Pacers, they really need that game, guys. Junior, what was you about to say?
I do have a bonus pick. I actually was just on my phone trying to log into my account. I just bet Zion over 26.5. So trying to get on Blackjack's level, throwing some bonus picks. Zion over 26.5. I think that's a lock against the Spurs. There's no such thing as a lock, as my guy Jay Money has pointed out many times, which is the goddamn truth. But if Zion's going to take 20 shots, he's going to score over 26.5 points. I can promise you that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hey, I might have to ride with you on that. This was a day where I was looking. I'm starting to do this a lot more. Look at these games, know who's going to eat, and I'm hopping on the props. Anthony Towns. Cat, I'm telling you, without Beasley, he's going for 30, guys. Let's fucking cash it. Official play, Anthony Towns, over 28.5. Heavy lean to Mavs, Pacers, Nuggets, and Pelicans, my guys. I will hop on one of them. I have to have one full game size. So it's just super early for me right now, guys. Still waiting on some more shit. But we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe. Everybody broke down the official plays, leans, all that, guys. Man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We will be back Monday. We go.